My sisters and brothers, I greet you all with the love and peace of the Lord. I invite you to meditate together with me on the Holy Word of God of 8th December 2022. The trust, stainless and spotless. The indicative of our reflection, God in His benevolence kept Mary immaculate. It is quite valid because she was to be the abode of His incarnate Son, and so it would be a worthy and sinless abode. On 8th December every year, we celebrate the Immaculate Conception of our sweetest Mother Mary, and as her beloved children, we rejoice. It is a key dogma that we hold fast to. Thereby, we believe that Mary was conceived immaculately and she remained sinless till the end of her life. The Immaculate Conception of Mary is not a momentary happening, a one-time event limited only to that moment. It refers not only to the moment of conception in her mother's womb, rather, it extends and embraces her whole life from womb to tomb. Mary's whole life was an unceasing act of immaculate conception. She was already conceived immaculately in the eternal plan of God, and that continued at her birth and till her death. Mary's immaculate conception points to God's eternal plan of salvation. Things do not happen by chance. Everything has a place and a purpose in God's eternal will and designs. He destined Mary to be the mother of His incarnate Son. Mary's immaculate conception blends God's gift and human acceptance, God's offer and human cooperation, privilege and responsibility, grace and duty. No doubt that it was God's unique choice and gift. However, she was not a passive receiver or indifferent spectator to the divine show. For her part, she actively cooperated with God's gift. She offered no resistance to the fulfillment of God's plan in and through her. She surrendered her whole life in unreserved commitment. What she received gratuitously, she strove to merit by her humility and fidelity. Her immaculate conception was the starting point of an enormous duty. It was great to be conceived immaculately without the stain of sin, but that was no guarantee or shield against the attacks of sin. It did not exempt her from the perils of evil. She had to wage the battle for life. She had to work hard every moment to preserve and foster the grace of her immaculate conception. Her immaculate conception points to Mary's purity of heart. She was immaculate, pure, and guileless. No malice or evil could find a place in her. Like a lotus amid dirty water, she kept herself immaculate amid all the dirty and stained world. She could be immaculate because her intentions and heart were totally free from any stain of egoism and self seeking interests. She allowed no selfish motive to stain her heart or divert her focus. Her whole attention and orientation were doing God's holy will. Her whole concern and striving was to cooperate with God's plans and fulfilling the sacred role entrusted to her. And now the imperative for our life. Mary's immaculate conception points to the secret of her life. In surrender to God with purity of heart, be committed to cooperating with God's plan and accomplishing it.